Hello everybody, welcome back to my bite-sized tutorials. So today on the agenda, we're going to go over VAM resources. Now, I showed in the last one the resources that you can get from the rock noses, and some of those you can only get from the rock noses. What I will say I did forget to mention about the crafting bench one is when you're upgrading something like the furnace, you have to make sure you have fuel for it. So you make sure you put in your fuel, you click do that. I've already upgraded mine, so I won't. It'll come up at the bottom in your crafting queue, and then you press play on this button, turns on your furnace, and it'll make it. So the other types of resources that you need for VAM crafting, I'll get back to. You need access to the mine. Now, because it's just me here, what to know? You're going to need a mining permit when I can find it. Just look for the permit instead then. So the mining permits, they come in 3 stages, your 5 minutes, your 15 and your 10. So I'm going to go for the 10. You're also going to need a key. Where'd you get the key from? Don't know why it's not doing this. When I say need, you don't actually need the key, but that'll give you access to the second part of the main, which we'll see in a minute. Rusty main key, I think that's the one. Now, if you're on a server, admins have probably set up a way for you to purchase the keys. On the server I played on, they did. It costs gold to get the key. Now, if you have the permit, you don't actually need to go to the mine, but I want to show you where it is anyway. So in here, there's some VAM Designs portals. That takes you to the portal room, but this will take you to, it's a kind of hub. It's a place that admins can customize. You can put down whatever they want, basically. They can make it into like a market or whatnot. And this is the main. So sometimes on a server, they could place an NPC here that you buy the permit from. But once you have the permit, you just consume it. And that takes you into the main. It used to be you had to have the permit and you had to touch on the main to then get in. So the first part of the main, it's quite small, but this is where you get some resources from. So these, they don't look like gems, but they are. So the colour obviously corresponds to the colour gem that you're going to get. Now half these ores and stuff I can't pronounce. I can pronounce tin. It's quite easy. But this kind of tin isn't to be confused with the Age of Calamitous tin. If you've got both mods, they both say tin and they look similar, but you can't swap them out. They're not interchangeable. This is normal ironstone. As is that. Oh no, that's got some titanium. Some of the things that you'll see popping up the side of my screen are Age of Calamitous resources. The ones I'm reading out won't be. So this is copper ore. Again, Age of Calamitous have copper, but VAM has its own. So that's just a few of the, those are just the basic ones that you can get from the first part. Now you need the key in order to get to the second part. So it's Rusty main key. Now, there's a lot more going on in here. Now, these coloured gems you can't get from out there. So this is Holy Serpent ore. It's the green and purple gems. Blue. Pink. And green again. Unholy serpent. Oh. This I cannot pronounce. I'm going to call it Urquhart. Oh. Down in here we have some jade, I believe. Yep, pure jade stone. Unholy ice stone. That same stuff. Yep. Oh, have I got myself stuck? Let me out. This is rainbow. Rainbow stone. Oh. Lava stone. Oh. Lysantha stone. Vanilla. Oh, that is. So what happens when your time runs out? It just ejects you out the mine. It'll just pop you outside, and that means your time's over. Obviously, I'm not going to spend the full 10 minutes in here. What you can also do is there are rock noses dotted around the place. So they can spawn anywhere where the normal rock noses do. Normally in this passage here. Oh, I can see a purple one. Yeah, you're normal. So these big crystal ones, they're different coloured ones. And you mine them and you can get glowing crystals that way. So if you don't have access to the mine and you just want the crystals, find some rock noses and get them that way. Okay, don't need any normal stone, that's silly. Right, now we're going to go back to my VAM Designs base. This is going to be a bit... There's a lot to go over when it comes to crafting. So now you know where you can get the resources from. I'll show you what you have to do with them. So if you want to make... I've got my blacksmith bench. Let's pick a VAM Designs axe. If I can find any. Yes, I can. So we're going to go for just the pure jade. So for... Oh, I need mythical for that? Are you kidding me? Yes, it looks like you do. So you're going to need a mythical axe blueprint, unholy ace bars, unholy ace fragments, and unholy ace essence. Now, the fragments and stuff we should have gotten, you will get actually when you kill the unholy ace rock noses. So I'm just going to pull whatever I've got. So to make the unholy ace bars, I already have some crafted, but you just need unholy ace stones, which we did get. So we got quite a few, and I can only craft 7 bars, which isn't really great. But if you're playing single player, you can change it to what percentage of resources the bench takes from you. You can lower it, so it could be cheaper to craft there. Now, unholy essence, like I told you, you have to get that from mining the rock noses. There is another way. It involves having your own tamed rock nose of that kind. So, and the blueprints, last time, we got some blueprints. I don't have too many, so let's hope this goes well. Ignore the full inventory, you know why I've got that. There we go. So. I should have really just searched unholy, but never mind. So I don't want to make a great axe because I won't use them. To be fair, I'm not going to use this anyway because it's not going to be as good as what I've got. We have to have all those things. And then if you have RNG turned on, which by the mod developer said that by default it would be off now. So you'd have to go into your settings and put on RNG if you want the chance of crafting epic variants or rare. Other than that, it's just going to come out of the normal one. I have RNG turned on because I like the chance that I could get something better. So you get main pops up 2, 123 damage from that, and it's epic quality, 14% armor penetration. Now I don't seem to have a thrall on that bench. If I did, it would be better. And what else do you need to know how to make? When you get to the mythical crafting stages, you need the essence. So this I have reduced how much I need to make something, because making mythical power crystals is it's very time consuming and a little bit insane. So here's your crystal fusion altar. I have the thrall, Kali the translucent, which means she reduces the cost of crafting. You need glowing white crystals and power dust to make each of the 4 fragments that you need to make the mythical power crystal. So the color of the crystal that you need corresponds to the color of the power fragment. Now we need to make the glowing crystals in your furnace with the dust. So you need glowing red dust to make a glowing red crystal. So for that, you're going to take the crystals that you just made and you're going to that you just collected and put them in the grinder. Unfortunately, I didn't pick up any red ones, like a bit of a fool. So I'll show you. So there's purple ones. It'll pop out impure glowing dust as well. And then the dust that corresponds with the colour of crystal that you have. So that's just what's in there. Now this just automatically crafts, that's how I have it. For the power dust, you need power fragments. Do I have any? Oh, I don't have any in my chest. There we go. I'm not cheating in too many of those because I don't need them. Got 10 there. So I'll grind that down and you'll get the power dust. So that can take a while, and once you get that, you're going to need to just obviously... So I have Unlock Plus, I think it is, that I can just pull... Oh, there we go. My time ran out on the mining permit. How rude, I was busy crafting. So as I was showing you how to make these, you just set that off in your furnace. And there's your glowing white crystal. It's got nothing to do with this. So once you have all those bits, you have to make each one of these 4. Tell me I don't have any green one. No, I do. So just have to make one of each. Should have pulled enough dust each time, but didn't. So there is a lot that goes into crafting these things. And these blueprints, I should really get them from. It's from Killing Valkyries. Or you can buy the chests that give you a chance. Well, you can buy the chest. You will get something. It's just not guaranteed what the blueprint's going to be. So if you need something specific, it's hit or miss. It's RNG. Right, next time I will go over my thralls that I have here, the crafting thralls and what each of them do. Well, or where I got them from more specifically. But that's it for now. I don't want to... The crafting can be very convoluted. And there's a lot that goes into it. You need to make sure that you've unlocked the recipes. You need to unlock the vanilla alchemy grandmaster for some things in VAM. And you have to be at the correct level to have unlocked them in your VAM professions tab. But once you have all that and you've done it a few times, you will get used to it. But crafting can be very grindy. If you're playing single player, bump up how much resources you gather from things if you don't want it to be so slow. And also mess about with the bench settings. Make them a bit faster, maybe take less. If you're playing for fun, if you want it to be difficult or take a while to gather things, just leave them, the settings, how the mod has them set up. But thank you for anybody who watched. Hopefully, if you didn't have fun, maybe you learned something. And I'll see you all next time.